Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Dima Tutorials, and Dima Tutorials is all about helping students to prepare for the exams on the use of English and on literature. In today's video, I'm going to talk about how to answer questions on syllable stress. How to answer questions on syllable stress. So many students find this topic to be confusing, but I'm going to share some tricks and tips that will help you to identify the correct syllable that has the stress in a word. All I want you to do for me is to click on the subscribe button, click on the like button, and please share this video to your friends. Share it to your friends on social media, Facebook, WhatsApp, any other social media. Please share the video. Now, without wasting time, let's get into the video. When we talk about syllable stress, what it means is the syllable of a word that is louder than the rest of the syllables in the word, or that syllable of a word that is pronounced with more energy, that syllable that you spend more time pronouncing, that syllable that you pronounce with more energy is the stressed syllable. I hope you know what a syllable is in the first place. A syllable is a unit of sound in a word. A unit of sound in a word. For example, the word syllable has 3 syllables. Syllable. 3 units of sound. I hope that was clear. Now, to understand how to identify the syllable with the primary stress in a word, the first thing you should do is to understand how to identify the root word of every word. Understand how to identify the root word of every word. Now, root word is that part of a word that forms the basis of other words by adding suffixes and prefixes to them. For example, the word understanding has its root word as understand. Comfortable has its root word as comfort. National has its root word as nation. After you've identified the root word, the next thing you should do is to check how many syllables the root word has. How many syllables the root word has. For example, the word understand has 3 syllables. Comfort has 2 syllables. Nation has 2 syllables. Now let's see how to identify the stress syllable in a bisyllabic word, that is, a word with 2 syllables. Now, when you have a word with 2 syllables, the first thing you should do is to find out if the word is a noun or a verb. Find out if the word is a noun or a verb. If it's a noun, you should place the stress on the first syllable, and if it's a verb, place the stress on the second syllable. Let me repeat myself. When you have a word that has 2 syllables, if the word is a noun, place the stress on the first syllable, and if it's a verb, place the stress on the second syllable. Please pay attention to this exemption. Pay attention. If we have a word that is a noun that is 2 syllabic, and the first syllable has a schwa sound is pronounced e, which usually but not only occurs in a bisyllabic word where you have a vowel sound at the beginning, like a cane, oblige, etc. If the first syllable of a bisyllabic word has a schwa sound, you should place the stress on the second syllable because schwa sounds are not stressed. If the first syllable of a bisyllabic word has a schwa sound, you should place the stress on the second syllable because schwa sounds are not stressed. Examples of 2 syllabic words that have schwa sound at the beginning will be at the comment section. Please visit the comment section to see them, and leave a comment for me at the comment section if there's anything confusing you, if there's something you do not understand in the lesson. And if you enjoyed the video, let me also know at the comment section. I appreciate good comments. It encourages me. Now let's look at these words: election, recruitment, employment, national. All these words have 3 syllables, but we've stressed them as though they were 2 syllable words because the first syllables are emphasis, which should not be stressed. The word election is from the word elect. Elect. That's the root word. Now, elect, is it a noun or a verb? Is it an action word or a name of a person, animal, place, or thing? is an action word, so it's a verb. That's why the stress will go to the second syllable. Now let's look at the word recruitment. In the word recruitment, the root word is recruit. Recruit. The word recruit, is it an action word or a noun? Is an action word, is a verb, so the stress will go to the second syllable. Recruit. Recruit. I hope you're following. The word national is from the word nation. That's the root word. Now, nation, is it a noun or a verb? Is it an action word or a name of a place, animal, or a person? Is a noun, is a name of a place. Nation is a noun. So the stress will go to the first syllable. Ne, and not on the shan. What about the word employment? The word employment is from the word employ. The word employ, is it a verb or a noun? Is a verb. So the stress will go where? To the second syllable, ploy. So that's just a simple rule. But when a word, please listen, when a word has more than 3 syllables, do not consider the root word to be 2 syllables. When a word is 4 syllables or more, please do not consider the root word to be 2 syllables. The root word of 5 syllabic words is the 4 syllables, the first 4 syllables. The root word of 4 syllabic words is the first 3 syllables. So when a word has more than 3 syllables, please do not consider the word to have its root word as 2 syllables. I hope you understand. For example, the word beautification has more than 3 syllables, so you cannot just say that the root word is beauty when there is beautify and in the word. So the root word is not beauty. Rather, the root word of beautification is beautify. Now, the word nationalism, you cannot say that the root word is nation. No, the root word is national. National. So is more than 3 syllables. The root word cannot be the first 2 syllables. I hope you understand what I'm saying. Now let's see how to stress polysyllabic words, that is words with more than 2 syllables. When you want to stress a word with more than 2 syllables, what you should look out for is the last letters. The last letters. If a word ends in ty, gy, phy, cy, al, ate, ty, gy, phy, cy, al, and ate, you should stress the third syllable from the end of the word. Do you get that? If a word ends in ty, gy, phy, cy, al, ate, you should stress the third syllable from the end of the word. For example, meditate, meditate, interrogate, topography, biography, fumigate, democracy, pregnancy, occupancy, inconsequential, entity, professional, apology, etc. For example, the word democracy has how many syllables? Democracy. 4 syllables, 4 units of sound. Now, where should you place the stress? You should place the stress on the third syllable from the end of the word. Third syllable from the end of the word. And the third syllable from the end of the word is mo. Democracy. Democracy. And this applies to every word that ends in ty, gy, phy, cy, al, and ate. Please try and memorize these 6 suffixes. Try and memorize these 6 suffixes. You can actually write them down. Write them down in your book. Write them down somewhere. And try and memorize them. Practice them and memorize them so you'll be able to remember them in your exam. Now, let's move to the second part of this lesson. I hope you are jotting down the things that I'm saying in this video. please jot them down. If you do not have a writing material already, please go get one for yourself and jot down the things that I'm saying in this video. And I want you to do me the favor of sharing this video to your friends on social media. Share it to your friends on Facebook, WhatsApp, any other social media, please. And make sure you click on the subscribe button so you can get notified each time I upload any video. And so you can see the other videos I already have on this channel. Please, I also want you to click on the like button if at the end of this video you liked it or you learned something from it. In this second part of the lesson, we are going to learn how to stress words that end in IAL, IC, IA, SION, CION, TION, IOUS, ISH, ADE, EE, ESE, and OON. So stay tuned to the end of the video. If a word ends in any of these suffixes, IAL, IC, IA, SION, CION, TION, IOUS, ISH, you should stress the second syllable from the end of the word. You should place the stress on the second syllable from the end of the word. Now let's see some examples. I hope you are watching this video with your pen and your jotter or your exercise book. Please, if you don't have one, get one and jot down the things that I'm saying. Now let's look at examples of words that end in IAL. We have initial, residential, influential, territorial. Initial, residential, influential, territorial all have their stress on the second syllable from the end. In the word initial, the stress is on ni, ni, ni. Initial, initial. In the word residential, the stress is on then. Residential, residential. In the word influential, influential, the stress is on fluent. Influential, influential. In the word territorial, the stress is on to. Territorial, territorial. Now let's look at words that end in IAN. IAN. We have politician, politician, electrician, technician. All of them have their stress on the second syllable from the end. In politician, we have the stress on TI. Politician. In electrician, we have the stress on TRI. Electrician. And in technician, the stress is on NI. Ni. Technician. Now let's look at words that end in IA. We have malaria, malaria, schizophrenia, euphoria. All of these words end in IA. No matter the length of the word, you just have to stress the second syllable from the end. Malaria, the stress is on LA. Malaria. Schizophrenia, the stress is on free. Schizophrenia. Euphoria, the stress is on for. Now let's look at words that end in IC. We have traffic. Traffic, this word has two syllables and you're going to stress the first syllable, which happens to be the second syllable from the end of the word. Now let's look at a really long word. Intellectualistic. Intellectualistic. Now you're going to stress the second syllable from the end of the word. And the second syllable from the end of the word is lis. Lis. Intellectualistic. Let's look at another word. Terrific. Terrific. The second syllable from the end of the word is re. RRI. Re. Terrific. Now let's move on to another one. Now let's see how to stress words that end in IOUS. IOUS. We have delicious, suspicious, religious. In the word delicious, the stress is on li, which is the second syllable from the end of the word. Delicious, delicious. Suspicious, the stress is on p. suspicious, suspicious. Now religious, the stress is on li. Religious, religious. Let's move on to another one. We have words that end in ISH. Words that end in ISH. If a word ends in ISH, the stress will always go to the second syllable from the end. Now we have relinquish, relinquish, extinguish, accomplish, and so many other words that end in ish, ISH. So you should always stress the second syllable from the end. Now, the word relinquish. Relinquish, the stress is on LIN, lin. The word extinguish, the stress is on TIN, tin. And the word accomplish, the stress is on COM, COM, come. I hope that's clear. Now let's see examples of words that end in TION. We have dissatisfaction, dissatisfaction. The stress is on FAC, FAC. We have hospitalization, hospitalization. The stress is where ZA. The stress is on ZA. We have experimentation, experimentation. The stress is on TAT. Experimentation. Now let's see words that end in CION. There are two common nouns that end in CION, and they are suspicion and coercion. In the word suspicion, the stress will be on the second syllable from the end, which is PI. We have suspicion, suspicion, and in the word coercion, the stress will be on the second syllable from the end. The word coercion has three syllables: coercion, coercion. So the stress will be on air. That's where you have the stress. Now let's see how to stress words that end in SION. SION. We have derision, admission, vision. In the word derision, we have the stress on RI. In the word admission, we have the stress on MI. And in the word vision, we have the stress on VI. I hope that's clear. So you stress the second syllable from the end of the word that ends in SION. In words that end in OSIS, you also stress the second syllable from the end. Words like diagnosis, osmosis, kurtosis, stress the second syllable from the end. In diagnosis, the stress is on NO. Osmosis, the stress is on MO. And in kurtosis, the stress is on TO. Now let's look at something different. We're going to look at words that you have to stress the last syllable. Words that you have to stress the last syllable. Now, words you have to stress the last syllables are words that end in ADE, words that end in EE, ESE, and OON. ADE, EE, ESE, and OON. Now, let's look at words that end in ADE. We have decade, parade, persuade. These are words that end in ADE, and you have to stress the last syllable. So in decade, the syllable that you're going to stress is cade. In parade, the syllable you're going to stress is wade. And in persuade, you're going to stress suede. Now let's look at words that end in EE. We have fusee, employee, disagree. These words end in EE, so you're going to stress the last syllable. Now, words that end in ESE, you should also stress the last syllable, like Japanese, legalese, etc. Just stress the last syllable. Now, let's look at words that end in OON. OON, like cartoon, afternoon, teaspoon. These words end in OON, so we're going to stress on the last syllable. In cartoon, you're going to stress tune. In afternoon, you're going to stress noon. And teaspoon, you're going to stress spoon. That's the last syllable, and that's the syllable that has the stress. Now, words that end in ABLE. Words that end in ABLE, you should stress the second syllable from the end. Words like capable, durable, amiable. Stress the second syllable from the end. If you've patiently watched this video till now, you deserve to hear this tip that I want to share with you. Please write it down. I already mentioned that you do not stress schwa sound. Now, you do not also stress short vowels in words that contain both short vowels and long vowels. You do not stress short vowels. You do not stress schwa sound. You do not stress short vowels. I hope you know what schwa sound is. Schwa sound is pronounced eh. Eh, you can see it at the beginning of a word, in between a word, or at the end of a word. For example, in a word about, a in about is pronounced eh and is a schwa sound. In the word mother, er in mother is pronounced eh and is a schwa sound. So you do not stress that particular syllable. You do not stress a schwa sound. Now, you do not also stress short vowel sounds in words that contain both short vowels and long vowels. You do not stress short vowel sounds. I hope you understand. You do not stress short vowel sounds. Now, as a reminder, don't stress affixes, suffixes, and prefixes. Do not stress them. You don't stress suffixes and prefixes. For example, the word negotiable is from the word negotiate. The root word is negotiate. So able is not part of the root word. So you're not going to place the stress on the second syllable from the end because the root word does not contain able. In the word capable, able is not being added to cap to extend the meaning of cap. Capable is different from cap. They are two different words. They don't have anything in common. So able there does not have anything to do with cap. Like, it's not there to extend the meaning of cap. In the word negotiable, able is there to extend the meaning of negotiate. I hope you understand what I'm saying. Now, let's use the knowledge we acquired in this video to answer questions from the past questions. Now, let's look at Test of Oral 2019 section 4. In each of the following questions, the primary stress is indicated by writing the syllable on which it occurs in capital letters. From the words lettered A to D, choose the one that has the correct stress. Now you have question 36, Constitution. Constitution. Option A, B, C, and D are the options where to choose the one that has the correct stress. What did I tell you about stressing a word that ends in T-I-O-N? T-I-O-N, where should you place the stress? The second syllable from the end. You should place the stress on the second syllable from the end when you have a word that ends in T-I-O-N. So that will make us rush to option C. Constitution. Constitution. The word ends in T-I-O-N, so this is the correct answer. Question 37, we have extravagant. Extravagant. In this word, A after V is a schwa sound. A after G is also a schwa sound. Remember I told you that you do not stress schwa sounds. Extravagant. Extravagant. You don't stress schwa sounds. So we're not going to stress vagant. Stress will not be on any of the syllables. So we're going to focus on extra. Now the word extra, is it a noun? Is it a name of a person, place, or thing? No, it's not. So the stress will move to the second syllable. Tra. So which of the options is the correct one? Option B. Extravagant. Extravagant. So option B is the correct answer. 38. We have interrogate. Interrogate. Now, when you have a word that ends in 8, where should you stress? I said it in this video. Where should you stress? You should stress the third syllable from the end. The third syllable from the end of the word. Now, the third syllable from the end of the word interrogate is what? Te. Te. So the correct answer is option B. Interrogate. Interrogate. So the correct answer is option B. the second syllable from the end of the word. Now let's look at question 39. We have catastrophic, catastrophic. Now when a word ends in IC, where should you stress? When a word ends in IC, where should you stress? You should place the stress on the second syllable from the end. The second syllable from the end. So which one is going to be the correct answer now? The correct answer is going to be option C. Option C, straw. Straw. Because this is the second syllable from the end of the word. The word ends in IC. I hope it's very simple and clear. Question 40, we have population. Population. Now, when you have a word that ends in TIO, and where should you stress? We should stress the second syllable from the end. Just the same thing we did in the previous question 39, and the same thing we did in question 36. Second syllable from the end, and the second syllable from the end is le. Le. Population. Population. So that will make option C to be the correct answer. So option C is the correct answer to this question. Very simple and easy to understand, right? So this is where we come to the end of the lesson. I hope you understood it. If you don't understand it perfectly, please watch the video again. Make sure you internalize everything that I've said today. Make sure you understand everything that is in this video, because they're really helping your exam in answering questions of syllable stress. Thank you very much for watching, and please share the video to your friends. I really appreciate that. Please share it to your friends on social media, on Facebook, WhatsApp, any other social media. Please share it so that many more people can watch the video. Thank you very much for watching, and see you next time in another video. Bye for now.